Hello everyone, my name is Carine Anugrah. So for today's video, I'm gonna show you my placement preparation folder here. So on the first page here, I have my working with my children check. Here, I have my placement calendar. It's just like my self-reminder to just like when the next placement is gonna happen. So this is, I divided into the 4 sections here. So I have the general here. So this is just like what I believe, like, you know, we need to bring it on the first day, which is it's very important. So this is just my door introduction here, which has my picture, how beautiful. And then this is placement attendance record sheet here. And this is the consent form for the parents. This is my emergency contact details for the pre-service stitches on the placement. This is the OHS induction checklist for the pre-service stitches on the placement. This is the placement questionnaire, just like to describe the physical environment at the center. And the second section is called planning. So this is just a blank documentation of the planning cycle. So I have 10 copies of them. So I have the third section here, which is called the reflective journal. So this is, I have 2 copies of them. So this is called reflective protocol, practice protocol. I have this other section, which is, it's called the sample placement mentor report. So I'm gonna show it to my mentor like at the end of the placement. And I have extra notebook here just for me, you know, to write down extra stuff. And then yeah, just like another resource, like another book artifact resource that I can bring to the placement. So the actual book that I'm gonna bring is actually this one here, that is called I chose this book called That Boys Do Cry by Gus Worland. So when choosing this book, it has a unique title actually. You know, it says that actually boys don't cry, but they cross this one, so it has like a new meaning, new title, that actually boys do cry. So I believe that actually children are confident, competent, and capable in their learning, especially in their emotional and cognitive development. We need to teach children different emotions so they have a better understanding of themselves and the people and the world they're in. So in my future placement, so I will read this book to children that age 3 to 5 years old during group time, so as an introduction about feelings and emotions. So while reading this book, I will show different emotions with different tones as well, like, you know, I can do the happy tone if I'm happy, or sad, like I can do crying and some different emotions as well. So we will focus on one emotion like each day maybe, and ask children the open-ended question. What are things that make you sad, happy, or mad? And then what do you do usually to make yourself feel better? And we can do a face card activity that shows how they feel throughout the day. And also we can sing a song about feelings, such as like if you're happy and you know it, clap your hand, and etc. So according to Australian Government Department of Education 2022, children learning is holistic. It's important integrating sensory experience, placement, physical movement, actions, thinking, and emotions as well. So according to Nolan and Robin 2024, knowing different perspective on how children develop and learn is crucial, and how another perspective that actually could affect practice while interacting with children. That's how I felt when I saw this book. I believe this book had so much potential that, you know, that to be able to give children new perspective on the stereotype that boys don't cry. However, it's okay to be heard and to be seen, to show your emotion as a human being, as crying is a natural and important way to express how we feel. So too, frustration, sadness, and relief at the same time. Didn't we cry when we were babies, right? So the boy in the book that actually learns, you know, crying is not a sign for like a weakness, and especially in today's society, which they think crying is only for the girls and the weak. And here is the book to break that stereotype, to introduce to younger audience that everyone can cry no matter what they're feeling and no matter what their gender. So according to McCardle, Gibson, and Zolo 2015, it's essential to keep in mind that resources are not neutral, and that everything we do and say as educators may teach children something about others, themselves, their worlds, and what they can do. So also it helps children to understand the people that they are close with them, such as parents, grandparents, friends, cousins, and then to make sure they can identify and interpret and regulate emotions more effectively, and it allows children to process emotional information and respond to it appropriately. So pretty much it. Thank you so much for listening, guys. Goodbye.